neck to be under the judiciary, or we need a world police to police us.
Okay. Because
the activities of our politicians is becoming unbearable. But what is really exciting is the debate surrounding our nation. If we're going to be free, is that we're going to reform the judiciary, or we're going to need external help? Oh, very good morning to you guys. My name is Daddy KRIS. As you all know, I'm familiar with you now. Today I come on in a very yellow in color, trying to gold in the studio and hopefully get more of your attention. People, today is a great day. We need to take this day very, very seriously. Why is it so? I'm going to try and explain that. There's an aspect of our life I always try to avoid. And the reason I do so is because I understand the importance of religion in our lives. When you take my religion away from me, you've taken my life. Because my belief is everything. And religion is so strong that it can even tell you that anybody that doesn't believe in what you believe is an outcast, is an infidel. That is religion for you. So I try not to go there. But we're doing sometimes not going there is injustice to what I do. It shows my hypocrisy. So I'm going to try and just touch at the top of it. I won't go inside, where you don't go inside, just touch the top. That's what I'm going to try and do today. Women know what I'm doing, what I'm saying. We're not going to go inside. The reason being, we need this discussion yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Let me start from the general knowledge of it. Nigeria today, look at us. And let's be sincere, my Mary will say so. We have Christians and Muslims in the country called Nigeria. So if you're not a Christian, you're a Muslim. And I can tell you the reason you're a Christian is where you're born, and the reason you're a Muslim is where you're born. But we're not going to go into that right now. Our politicians are either Christians or Muslims. Me and you, we are either Muslims or Christians. But the tenets of the religions we are talking about does not go well. It doesn't correlate with what we do. And that is my concern. So let's think about it. We live in a society where you and I agree you are a Christian. Sometimes when I see people, what they do to me here, and beyond, I wonder, is this woman really a Christian? Is this guy? I don't want to talk about the Muslims first. Let's talk about the Christians. In fact, the last 2 years, this year taught me so many things that when I see people call the name of the Bible wrong, when I say wrong, I don't get this. I will not say the Bible is wrong, but these people shouting God in the name of a Bible or Jesus. Have you dealt with them? A sister came to me in the UK and she wanted to do everything. I said I opened the door for her. What she did there, I was looking. And even the current one I'm going through now, they call on Jesus. And I wonder, is this in line with Jesus? I don't get it. That is me and you. Let's assume that we are in need, we are poor. That's why we're doing what we do. So maybe God will forgive those of us who are doing what we're doing now because we are too poor to think well. So let us talk about our politicians. If you go to that House of Assembly, or let's go to the National, if you go to that Federal House, they are either Christians or Muslims. If you see an African traditionalist, there will be one or two. So let's say you're a Christian, you're a Muslim. You took oath with the Quran or the Bible. If I am right or wrong, you guys can come out and tell me. These people took oath with the Quran or the Bible. Where in the Bible does it allow you to steal? Now, the last time I checked, in Exodus 20, he said, you shall not steal, and you shall not bear false witness. I like Prophet Amos, rail against the exploitation of the poor. This is the Bible. Now, this explains who we are. This generation, our children will be looking at us and say, oh, this generation of our forefathers were Christians. We are not. Because what we have actually done is loot the treasury. If you and I, that could not even do a little business at home, could go to that National Assembly, we will steal too. Have you seen them? And they are in church on Sunday. This one I'm talking now, if you don't talk about Christ, it's so, oh no, Christ is this, Christ is that. You. And funny enough, she just escaped hell. And she didn't learn. Wait, now let's go to the Quran. For those of you who are Muslims. Do not consume one another's word unjustly. And numerous verses of the Quran warn against dishonesty. That is the Quran. So where did you get this message that you are using now to exploit us? For those of you in the House of Assembly and in the Senate and in the presidency, you ministers, you have been appointed both at the federal level, state level, and the local level. More and others. Where did you people get this justification for what you guys are doing? You see, what do they say? Many are just mere Christians. I cannot agree with you more, OTV. Many are just mere Christians. Mere Christians. Can you imagine? But meanwhile, you see, this is why. You know, this is, I'm not going to judge them today. That's why I want to bring it in. You know, the first image I have here is these people now, you know, who are now shouting, look at this very beautiful set of women shouting, they've gone to church. And I know you're going to do your crossover service. You're going to church. I know. Go and do that in the crossover. It's good to enter the new year in the house of God. What a set of people we are. I'm afraid of us. In fact, if you are not afraid of Nigeria, you should be running. And it scares me because the people I see, they are close to me. And I say, okay, this one will be a Christian. Oh, don't worry, that one is a Christian. No! No! I don't even want to talk about the men of God now. At least the men of God, they've shown that they are not Christians. All right? They have the weapons and they're using it and they are richer. I don't care. I don't want to talk about them today. But you guys know, if I open my mouth and talk about you men of God, we will not live here today. I don't know what qualifies you to be a man of God anyway. I don't know where that word comes from because you guys now use the word men of God. You know, I was talking to my ex and he said, men of God. I said, who am I? Men of devil. You make me laugh. But let's take a look at this. Let's look at it from what hurts me most. I am an Urubu man. I grew up with my grandfather. I want us to be very careful. In those days, if you steal, the ancestors will catch you, the enemy will catch you. And you will confess. You will bring drink, they will pray for you before you get out of that thing. If you are a woman, if you commit adultery, you marry a Urubu man. In fact, I saw some cases now where pastors in Warri actually try doing it with our Isoko women. The drama is there. Para brought some news to us, and you guys can hear many. I don't need to tell you that when your wife goes out to sleep with another man, and you, the man, if you know you don't talk, you will die. The ancestors will attack you and your children. This is true. Can I ask a question? Okay, good. I hear that. Let me ask one question. Where in my lifetime, I've never heard when the ancestors just get up or enemy go and kill somebody who did not do anything wrong. In fact, enemy protects you when you didn't do any evil. No. I'm just talking. I know. You see, a young girl made a movie. She's from Ghana, and she said the movie is titled "Running Backwards." I know we cannot go back to where we're coming from. Who am I to preach that? But I will use the little time I have on this earth to speak some certain things that God revealed to me. I am asking if God, because I've been confused, and I'm going to say it again and again. When the Christians came to us, especially those of us in the southern part of the country, they didn't know we have a religion. That was what prompted. They didn't even know we have the culture. That's why we celebrated culture FSAC 77, to show that Africa have a culture. But the most important aspect of our culture, which we were even neglected, was our religion, which was not discussed in that place. No, it was already, as at that time, we were already told it's barbaric and we've accepted it, so we can't go back to it. Who am I to say go back to it in 2025? But let me ask you one question. Since when did you hear that there's another name for God, or that you know before in my language, or Chineke, or Usalobwa, in whatever language you call him? Is it different from the one the Bible introduced to you? Or is it the same? Or did they tell you it's a different God? Or the one you were worshiping is different from that one? I want to understand, man. Because in my language, his name is Ogene, and it's still the same Ogene we're using now. If there's another name for him, then you guys need to educate me. If it's the same Ogene that you talk about in the Bible, that the Quran is talking about, that my grandfather is talking about, then we must be very stupid people to think that our own is stupid, because it's the same language we're speaking. It does not change. Unless when I get another name for the Ogene now. See, I'm here confused. I'm confused. And why this is so painful is, let me say this. If we had, good, God bless you. Do you know that if we say today, let's put it this way, that those of them in the House of Assembly today, if we tell them to take oath with Ayelala or with their ancestors, something African, these guys will be careful when they steal. They know nothing will happen to them if you swear with the Quran or the Bible. So what? Bring the Bible, let me take my oath. I swear, no, you see, Tinubu taking oath. Hey, with the Quran, make a joke. Tinubu, take a good swear. Let us, you see, Nigerians, we cause the problem, we cause it to ourselves. We, maybe our gods are even angry with us. Because if we had tell these people in the House of Assembly, in the National Assembly now, all these people, you choose them, some of them for don't die. They will not even make the 8 years. Because they will die in 4 years' time, in 3 years. If you swear that this money, that you are here to do the job for your people, and if you steal, that Ogu will kill you, in a lie, you no go survive. That Ayelala should kill you, you will not do it. But you know what? They know that the Christian God is not here now. It's not. How can the Christian God be able to attend to what your iniquities in this thing? Now, maybe you Christians can explain why your God is so lenient that they allow this evil. Then maybe that God is not the one we need right now. Maybe you need that one in your bedroom. The one that can solve our societal problem is the one that will stop them from stealing this money. And we know them. We know the gods that can do that. Ayelala can do that. Ogu can do that. You see, have you been to Benin Republic? They believe in voodoo. If you want to do, they put the snake around your neck. That snake, when you finish, they come and put it in your neck. You don't go. But guy, if you see money, you go run. You will steal it. You will not. Now, all we see now is the story of one pastor did this, one pastor did that, this pastor did this pastor did that. And they say, forgive him, he's a man of God. Yes, I'm a man of devil. I don't even want to talk about it because I know those guys are full of shit, man. They are actors. They are Nollywood actors. All the Nigerian pastors, they can do well in Nollywood than even being on the pulpit. They are actors. Actors of the highest class. Nigeria got talent. And they exhibited it in the pulpits. And we are doing so. Well done, guys. You know, between me and you, you know you're not sincere. You're not calling on the name of God. And you see, I have been very close to some of my guy who want to be a pastor and things like that. You know, one of them said to me, if I wanted to blow, I don't blow. I know what they put in their altar. Meaning they put the African traditional thing that is more effective in the altar and the thing begin to work. And they say, oh, it's Jesus that's performed the miracle. No, but you know what you put there. If it is true, my people, pastors, men of God, that the power is in our thing, why don't you just tell us it is what it is? Or even make it one? Because I don't see anything wrong if you worship the Christian religion and the African religion in the same place. I will not be surprised. Like I said, if I am going to pray today, as I'm saying St. Augustus pray for me, I'm saying that St. Asha could pray for me. If you like, deal with it. Because if St. Augustus, another person, grandfather who is dead, can pray for me, then my grandfather can pray for me. My father can pray for me. What is wrong with us? Now, I'm not going to be able to make sense with this. I know you guys going to come out after me. I will be attacked seriously. Oh, Daddy Chris is this and that. I am not surprised. I'm used to that. That's why I choose to do this job. I'm open to your attack. But look at your life, whether you know what you're doing. Look at the mass looting in our life, in our community. Is this what Christianity tells you to do? Is this what the Quran tells you to do? If not, then I don't need to judge you. You judge yourself. Look at the kind of things you know why this is painful? When we inherit things or the things that we copy them and actually practice them wrongly. We practice the American system of government, which is effective there. We copied it and we're practicing it wrongly. They didn't have kingdom. We have kingdom. I cried yesterday. What is the point? Why can't we have our king as part of our kingdom, as part of what we do? How could we neglect our own kingdoms and then set up local government which are artificial? Hey, my people, this thing I cannot stop. You have a local government that is artificial, but you have a kingdom already. Uganda is a kingdom. They say it's a kingdom. Are they not good enough to run their own thing? Can the kings do this thing? Are you such a big fool? Who taught you this? Exactly what I'm saying now. If they tell you, say that you go to church today, I'm a Catholic, St. Augustine, pray for me. St. Patrick, pray for me. Say this, pray for me. These people are dead, though. Oh, they are in heaven. Then your father is in hell. No, wait. Your father is in hell. Their own is in heaven. I don't understand, man. I don't understand. Now, only Jesus Christ now knows he rise from dead. Did they all rise from the dead? When did we know that they ascended to heaven? When did the Bible tell us that all these people, they have all ascended into heaven? I'm only familiar with the Bible. I'm not going to talk about the Quran. You guys have made us look stupid and stupid again. And it's telling on the African society. My pain today is if I take oath with the African juju, they will not try what they are doing in that place now. If we don't need an oath, then take it out. I can deal with that. But don't bring the Bible and the Quran. It has to stop. Or if we're going to take oath again, all the gods will be there. Though the juju, all of them. You will swear with all. Because the land belongs to every single one of us. You know the problem? That's why I said we need to have these kings as the senators. So they will be able to prefer solutions. You see, a king that misbehaves, he knows his repercussion. He's going to die. You see a king that is sworn into that office. He has some power. He has the gods watching him too. The king will be the last person to do certain things because he knows the God will kill him. He knows that. He knows the oath he took. He knows the crown he's wearing. We're no ordinary people, man. We Africans, we are born great. We are born great. But we just choose to be stupid. And that concerns me. You know, if you see an African religion being practiced, it is barbaric. It is a sin. How could we be doing that? But I'm not going to look at that part of it today. I'm going to come and try and focus my discussion maybe. Let me just focus it today on what our gods are doing wrong or right. I want to leave the West. I want to leave the Bible. I want to leave the Quran. I want us to come think with me, my guy. You're my brother. You're my sister. Since when did they tell you that your gods, the God of your land, have done evil thing against your people? Since when? I don't know. I don't know about you guys, you know, but maybe you know that the gods of your land did evil thing that you don't agree with. Maybe you should tell us. If not, the last time I checked, the gods of our ancestors, we call it the in Urubu land, they will only take women who go and commit adultery. If a woman is doing the right thing, the gods will protect you. The ancestors will protect you. What is the fault of the ancestors now? What has our ancestors done that you've abandoned the ancestors for a white man God? That is the part I don't understand. Yes, you know, it's all right to embrace a new culture, which is okay. You guys sometimes I can't make this, I can't solve this. I'm not here to preach. Personally, I'm a Christian. And the reason I'm a Christian, I told you guys. I still go to church once in a while. But if you guys continue to preach this, I will not go there again. In fact, the truth is you're going to die too. Me, I'm going to die. When we meet in heaven, then we tell God what we saw on earth. Will you stop deceiving us? The simple thing about humanity is be good. Practice what Jesus Christ said. Okay, if you say, okay, that you even follow Jesus, Jesus Christ said, love your neighbor as yourself. One of the commandments here, thou shalt not steal. Are you not a thief? You that is in the house of Senate assembly, the one that is not your own, why taking it? What do you need it for? And you're going to die soon. You see how stupid you are? No, it's not as if you're going to take it to heaven. No. You will die and leave these things here. Yet you are killing people because of what you're going to live on earth. And you said you are a Christian or you're a Muslim or whatever. And that my African traditional religion is barbaric. Yeah, show me your own that is good. You know, it boils down to the same thing and again and again and again. When I presented the show here, I said, the gift of doubt. Your ability to question things is the biggest gift you can ever have as a man, as a human being. Oh, they told me this, but why is it so? Oh, they said this is this. Why is this so? Yeah, like I said to myself, have you asked yourself, why is 1 + 1 2? Because 1 + 1 is not always that sign. No? Like I said the other day, this is 1. I have one cover pass right here. This is 2. Oh, my hand is covering this. Let me remove this bagger so you can see my 2 hands. This is 1, 2, 1, 1. This is no more than 1. This is 1. So, but this 1 + 1 cannot be 2. Yes, it's 2 relatively. These are KRIS items. So I have 2 items in my hand. So it can be 2. But otherwise, this 1 + 1 can never be 2. They don't look alike. So 1 + 1 is not always 2. Do you get that? That is the first thing they teach you when you go to school. But 1 + 1 is not always 2. There are occasions when 1 + 1 cannot be 2. So I'm just talking in your ability to question things. And it boils down to the religion you've been taught. Yeah, you've been told that Christ is this, Christ is that. Fine. Have you questioned? You know, the last time I questioned that aspect of Christ, you know, and it is very funny. I know people will not like this. You guys told us that Jesus Christ died so that we will get salvation. And I'm worried. We killed him. And even said, woe unto the person that betrayed me. And you said he needed to die for you to get salvation. No, you killed him. Go and read. Do you ask yourself why they killed Jesus? There were two reasons. I said it again and again on this show. The Romans wanted to kill him because they were scared that the Jewish people were about to have a king. They were the one ruling over them. So the Romans wanted him dead quickly. Then the religious leaders who were afraid of truth, because Jesus Christ was telling them, you shall not do this, you shall do this. Jesus even went into the house of law of the synagogue and whipped them. He was their number one enemy. He was their number one threat. Jesus was a threat to the establishment. He needed to die. We killed him. Don't tell me without killing him we won't get salvation. Are you out of your mind? Who taught you that rubbish? That's the one I don't get. That if Jesus didn't die, I won't have salvation. You are sick. Then continue to kill your children and tell them you're going to, that's when you get salvation. We are blood-sucking people. We love to kill one another. Just like Cain killed Abel. Exactly what we see. Do we need to kill one another? Can you see that the blood? You think, and they told us now, you know what they told me? They told me that, salvation is here. I say, how can salvation be here? We are far from salvation. Salvation, the kingdom of God, which Jesus Christ brought to us, is not here. It's among us, but we don't want to bring it out. And until we are sincere with one another, the kingdom of God will not come to reign. I cannot continue to say this more. You kill somebody that brought you salvation. And that is why you continue to kill yourself. Do you know how many armies we have in the world today killing one another? Look at the killings in Palestine, between the Israelis and Palestinians. They will continue to kill themselves until we accept that we killed Jesus, an innocent man, for nothing. And we need the forgiveness of sin for his death. It's not, I don't understand people. So we kill him so that we will get salvation. Oh, wait. Those Christianity, listen, that's my faith, not yours. I do not agree that killing of Jesus Christ is for us to get salvation. But I do know that Jesus Christ was exonerated for going through that suffering for nothing. That name becomes placed above all names. But don't say it is all right to kill him. Because that is why we still kill one another today. Have you asked yourself? Let me ask one question. I know so many things you say to you is wrong and right. I don't have the right to say what I'm going to say now, but I'm going to say this anyway. Have you asked yourself what the Nigerian military is meant for? Their job is to kill who is not a Nigerian. Okay. And that person is a child of God, right? But their job is to kill them. Look, let's look at Russia and Ukraine. A Russian soldier today justifies killing of a Ukrainian soldier, though he's an enemy. But the Ukrainian soldier is still a child of God. The Ukrainian soldier is justifying killing the Russian soldier. The Russian soldier is a child of God. I don't understand this. Where is the kingdom of God? Where is the humanity in us? Where are we? You see, the killing of Jesus Christ is the cause that is still causing us to kill one another. Maybe if we understand that we kill Jesus unfairly, that we didn't need to kill the prophets of God, maybe we will learn to say that killing is a bad thing. The Bible said, thou shalt not kill. When did it say you can kill your enemy? It didn't even say you can kill your enemy. The Bible did not say you can kill your enemy. It said, thou shalt not kill. Who is your enemy that you're killing? No, wait first. Let me understand. Somebody from Benin Republic is my enemy, so I can kill him. No, I don't understand. Oh, I'm not living in the United Kingdom. Somebody that doesn't look like me is my enemy. What are you talking about? Where is the wisdom? Do we think as human beings? Maybe I'm not of this world. Like I said, I won't go into that. So let me stick to my African thing and remain there. and see why we abandon our own God. I am still going to go back to that. You know why I said this today? I brought this topic in, and I should be doing this on the local television, but I choose to do it here. My people, the chiefs from my place, we always celebrate something called the Yeri Festival. The festival is a kind of, what would I call it? It's an, I thank you, my guy. The festival is a kind of, how we thank the gods for keeping our land fertile, for bringing in water, that we're able to farm, for surviving a year. So the first set of yam, we will bring it in the New Yam Festival. We do it in almost every part of Yoruba nation. Now, my people from my place, the Ogwe, the councils of chiefs, they now do it in the church. And I said, okay, maybe I don't understand. And they've been doing it too, and I've just been watching, I'm looking at them. And you see when they hold their eye with their white cloth, they just finish stealing, they just aid to control. In fact, when there is a boat, when Okunabe po, they'll go and share the money. They didn't know there is God there. They didn't know there is Christ then. It is only when they want to worship the ancestors, the gods of the land, that is when they know the gods of the land is bad. So the God of Christianity that taught them to be good, that is best, it didn't stop them from stealing the community money. If you've been to Ogara today, have you been to Ogara? That's where I come from. I don't want to put you guys in this group, but not insult me. If you don't want to be a chief, get the fuck out of the place. Sorry. Get out. If I am completely lost. You are a chief. You took an oath. When they were giving you that chieftaincy title, it was on an oath. I think the king tell me, I said, no, another kind of chief not take. When you finish taking your oath, you go to the Ogwe, you go to the town hall, and you swear an oath there. Now, the gods that brought you there, the thing that your forefather did till now, is a barbaric one. It is no more good. We're not going to be Christians, which is all right. But did you even ask yourself if you had your forefather had a relationship with God? Where does the name Ogene come from? You baggers. You see, if you are too blind, if you've not seen the word, if you've not seen anything, why don't you just close your dirty mouth shut? When I see these young pastors now talking, I don't blame them because they are ignorant. They are looking, have you seen now, if you want to be rich, you set up a church. And do I have a problem with Christianity? No, I'm still a Christian. But does it bastardize my African traditional religion? No, African traditional religion is as unique as it is. You see, like I said, I can pray in the church today. I can worship in my African traditional way. I can worship in the Quran, in the mosque. They're all God. They are talking about one God. Why is it that the African one is always the one that is wrong? They could not tell. Let me tell you what is so beautiful in this. The Christians could not tell the Muslims that their own is barbarical. They dare not. You know what? Let me tell you this. I don't think even the West, as strong as Donald Trump is, they can't go to Saudi Arabia and tell them, oh, what you guys are doing there is not God. They're born aware. The Quran, the Muslims in there cannot come to these people and say them that the Christianity is evil. But they were able to come to Africa and tell us our own is evil, our own is barbaric. Let me give you one simple example. When I finish this, I will try and make fun of the show. In fact, I would like to play music and shut up. The president of the United Kingdom and the prime minister or president of this Western world, when they go to this Arab world, the Arab people, they are Muslims. They have 4 wives. 4. They've not gone there to condemn it. They didn't say it's against their culture or it is, they should go to imprisonment, because if you do it in the UK, you go into, it's called bigamy. If you marry more than 1 wife in the United Kingdom, it's bigamy. You go to prison for 10 years. But in the Arab world, it's their culture to marry more than 1 wife. So the Quran allowed them to marry 4 wives. I've never seen anybody in the West condemning that aspect of the Quran. Have you heard it? Where the West, the Prime Minister say, oh, what is happening in Saudi Arabia is barbaric. They are not allowed to marry more than 1 wife. They dare not. But if you, an African man, marry more than 1 wife, you're already a foolish man. You're already an irresponsible man. You should be in prison. You see, it is not their fault. It's because you lost everything about yourself. Maybe slavery did this to us. Maybe colonialism did all these things to us. But are we going to die there? Are we going to die there? That is why when we now go and copy everything they give to us, we copied everything from them. We copied their system of government, which is not working. Because it's not working because we forget that we have the best way to have checks and balances. If we want to have checks and balances, Africa is designed for it. It's a natural thing. UK is practicing it well. You know why? Our kings are not going to come and go. They are there. They are permanent. So they are like a permanent seat. The rest, you bring them in and out. They come to inject something positive into the system and they go. But the kings will remain there. Let them be in the Senate. Let them remain in the local assembly, in the local council. And you will see that they are the check on the governor. They're not born governor well. If power is with the king, they're not born that governor well. Where go they loot money the way they're doing? They can't do it. It's not going to happen. The looting will stop in the state because the kings have been empowered. They have authority. But we copied everything from the West. American presidential system of government. But we didn't even copy everything because even the UK, they don't practice what America is practicing. The UK have a monarchical system of government. They still have the king. And they, in the House of Lords, they didn't vote for them. Why can't we be ourselves, Africans? Nigerians, why can't we just be we once? Now we copied that system. It's not working. Now we copy the religion. We abandon our own. We have abandoned our own completely. Like I said, and now because we abandon our own, they don't even think we have. Like I asked everybody, I'm going to revisit it when I visit Nigeria now. The next meeting I'm going to have with the Ministry of Culture is, where is Festac 77? What was it meant for? Why did we even celebrate it? Have you ever asked yourself? Young people, you will not understand. But you older generation, why was Festac 77 celebrated? What was the point in it? What were we trying to do? Have we achieved anything from it? Even what I see now is not Festac 77. Because of the shame, because they told us we don't have a culture, we decided to celebrate a culture in the year 1977. The signs are still there. We have Festac Village. We celebrated big the African culture. But for what use? Do we really have a culture? I don't understand. When I say culture, people think it's juju, but this is one of them. Our religion is part of our culture. The way we solve our crime was a part of our culture. You see, let me say this. You see, our religion was the way we solve our problem. If you steal, juju go catch you. Even whatever you do today now, people still run to the juju men. Your pastor might have gone to collect power from a juju man. I don't know anything about it, so I cannot even defend it that much. But at least the last one I checked is my African traditional religion, my ancestors. My ancestors will not deceive you. They were the way in fact, in those days, if you want to marry in Urhobo land, let me tell you this. Don't marry Urhobo woman if you're not Urhobo women. Urhobo women wouldn't want to marry us. In those days, when you want to marry your wife, you will bring a goat and you will slaughter the goat for your woman. Do that one and let her go and shit outside. Whatever she sees, she know. Today now, do you still do that? Ah, no, I want to kill a goat for my wife. There was a spiritual thing behind it. If that woman go out and shit, there's trouble. Not all you see, because now we've told the gods you are stupid. We've told them to get out. Most of you don't even have ancestors anymore. They've thrown them away. So there's no worship anymore. So where are we? And these are, in fact, look at the person telling you he's a Christian, that he has thrown his ancestors away. He's a thief. Look at the idiot telling you he's a Christian. Let me just know who is a Christian among you. That tells me that the African traditional religion is not good. Let me make us see your record. You are as dirty as anything. And you come out, you open your dirty mouth and you condemn the African traditional religion. You condemn the ancestors. For what? What have they done to you? The painful thing is even what they practice in the African, what we do is we ask our ancestors to pray for us. The Bible, the Catholic religion tells you, Saint Patrick, pray for me, Saint this, pray for me. These are ancestors of a people. What is the difference? Kashna Rasnika Pisko Matana. All right, let's make fun. Let's have fun. I am trying to, you see, what I do want to see is the Africa of my time. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to see that I am not really particular about the African traditional religion. I'm particular about God. The question is, which of the religion is superior to the other? Obviously, the Jewish people have not shown a better behavior than any other person. They were oppressed, yes. But when I see some of the things they do, the Arab man has not done anything better that will make me say their own religion is better. Because sometimes they show anger in such a way that I don't understand. What is wrong with the African man? Because it's by their fruit we shall know them. It's not what the Bible says. By their fruit we shall know them. The anger, the killing between the Muslims and the Christians shows that these people, they don't even know God. Can I say that again? There's no way the Bible says you should kill. You are killing yourself. There's no way the Quran says you should kill, but you're killing one another. The state is the chairman of killing. Our culture didn't permit so. God does not allow you to kill. In fact, God has not killed one. We've been killing ourselves. Where is the God you are talking about? Where is it? And you know why this is so interesting? The people shouting Christianity, shouting God, they are so shallow. If you come to know them, have you been with them? Stayed with them. I can tell you that I know my people. Oh, when you see them, so low. If they say they are Christian, oh, are you a Christian? This one, you are a Christian, really? Then I don't mind when I leave this world. If these people are Christians, then listen. I'm almost 60 years old, so it's okay if I leave this world. I'm not afraid because you guys are nothing. And you know what I said to these people that the last one I saw? I organize Nigerian Week. I do a lot of events. I deal with a lot of people. I am not perfect, I agree. But when you see the empty people coming around, you know that people are empty. And they carry religion in their head. In fact, the one that is such a Catholic, I cannot talk. They will not let me open my mouth. Let me ask again. My people, let me put that to Ugariki people first. What did our ancestors do now? When we carry our matter, our Ogwedio come become place when they worship God in the Christian way. We used to worship God in that Ogwedio, but in our traditional way. But we now they worship her now in the Jewish way. How does that make you better? Why don't you just wear the Jewish clothes and say we are all Jewish? Because the religion you are practicing is not your own. And why it is okay to practice it because every religion belongs to God. Can you do that with respect? Now you see why the white man will never respect you. Because you don't have anything that is your own. Even the food we eat, we are not proud of it. The cloth we wear, we are not proud of our own. Look at that, the KRIS is wearing this today, Oyibo style. Have you seen the Yoruba man dress now? I'm going to showcase that tomorrow. Have you seen the Yoruba dress? Have you seen the Hausa dress? What is barbaric in those dresses? Okay, what is barbaric in our food? Do you know why we are having cancers today? Cancer was not a part of our culture. Today, now, cancer is everywhere in Nigeria. Can you tell why? Because you're eating chemical. Our food used to be organic. You know how Rubo woman go cook that banga soup? In fact, if you see the fire before in fact, would they eat anything? Because we must have boiled it, we cook the hell out of it. Oyibo, they eat raw blood, raw chicken with blood. Sometimes they say, give me the meat, bloody. You just eat cancer. And you Africans. Now today you've proved to me that we are really very, we lack simple thinking, ability to adapt. We lack the ability to question things. And that is where we are. And that was what brought us to where we are. In fact, that was why we were colonized. If as at the time the white people came and we told them this is our God, oh, this is their own, then we will marry it. Because I don't think these people will go to the Arab world now. You go to Mecca and begin to preach Christianity and tell them that their own is wrong. No, they will tell you, you practice your own, I practice my own. This is how Prophet Muhammad taught us. This is how Jesus Christ taught you. How did our forefathers teach us? Are you crazy people? Are you telling me that your forefather didn't know God? Where does the name Ogene come from? And today now, everywhere is war. You go and swear the Quran. Swear the Quran. Oboriwori took office with Quran. Okowa took office with Quran. Ibori na Baptist church member. Odwa na Baptist man. I bet name them. Okowa just finished ringing election in the field. He came back to the chapel in the government house to dance with Oboriwori. They were dancing. Is it God that helped them to win the re-election? None explain to me. Is it God that helped Okowa and Oboriwori to go and ring election in the field and come back and celebrate? Now they are giving thanksgiving to God. Oboriwori is a worshiper. It's one of those now. It's one of those that no, I'm not judging you, Oboriwori, but he's in the chapel. He's one of those collecting. He's in the offering. One of those people working in the church as an usher. You know, why not? Oboriwori, you if you do ushering there, but you know if you do ushering for the government office where you did, God will forgive you. After looting state treasury, you go and stand in the pulpit as an usher. Now God could judge you, not be me, that the priests don't have anything. And whatever we do today, whatever I say, doesn't matter. But when you go into your bedroom, you know what I'm saying. Kneel down and talk to that God. He's a merciful God. You know he's not going to strike you. That's the God of. But if you try it with our ancestors, you will die. You know that, so you cannot. You better you just take there, because if you come to our ancestors' way, our ancestors will not tolerate it. Our ancestors know you. They see you. They know where you were born. They gave you the first water. If you misbehave, you will drink wrong water and die. That is how we were brought up. My people, I cannot preach African traditional religion to you. I am not here to preach it. But it pains me deeply when everything about us is now barbaric. When everything is about us, it's now considered primitive. And we've been able to exhibit that a lot. Now the West now see us as primitive people. You know, the last time Donald Trump was coming to Nigeria, he said he's coming to come and kill the Muslims who are killing our Christian brothers. And that is the part I didn't get. There's nowhere in the Bible, Donald Trump, God said we should kill. So I don't know whether that justice, but I wasn't looking at it from that angle. This is why I was angry with, why is Donald Trump looking at it from a religious angle? But I was working with Donald Trump to come and help us solve our insecurity problem. Our insecurity problem is not from Boko Haram and this. We have problem, Donald Trump. We have problem with people rigging elections in Nigeria. That is the culture you taught us. It's the problem we have today. Our problem is not Boko Haram. Our problem is these people who are rigging elections, and they will get to that office and will not work for us. This is, if you fix Nigerian electoral system, our problem is solved. If we now know, because democracy is about, the democracy you're teaching us is the government of the people, the one we want, the one we choose. With the way it is in Nigeria now, we didn't choose them. We know they're going to win the election, they're going to ring it, and they're going to win. Tinubu will win the next election. If they did not stop him, Tinubu, the only person that can stop Tinubu from winning the next election is Donald Trump. The only person that can stop Tinubu is Donald Trump. Have you ever seen Tinubu? Tinubu is a guy that strolled with no stop. He was on your mandate, we shall stand. The mandate don't stand already. The only person that can put a stop to that is Donald Trump. And we're going to be realistic about it and call Donald Trump, that thing you taught us, that your culture you taught us, it's not working for us. So come and teach us how to do it. If you cannot, then keep your mouth shut. Donald Trump, you can help us. You can help us save our electoral system. It is the only thing that will bring true democracy to us. And that will be democracy in the African way. We want to have our kings and everything. African democracy cannot be the same thing as the European democracy. It cannot be the American democracy because America and Europe don't practice the same kind of government. Have you been to the Arab world? They don't have this type of democracy. Have you been there? They are prospering. They are growing. The Arab people are growing. They don't have you seen them conduct elections? I don't know how they do their things over there. Hello? I'm not too familiar with them. So I will say it. So if we're going to practice the American way, then America should be kind enough, or they owe us a duty of care to educate us that, we don't ring election in the United States. This is how we do it. Tinubu don't ring the next election. Would that be so hard to ask from them? Would that be unfair to ask Donald Trump that we need to have a free fair election? Now they've taught us. Now, because you've taken everything we have. As I'm here now, I am like an empty man. I cannot boast of the African thing in any way. We no more have a culture. You know, the last time Nigeria told me they have a culture, they were showing me African cultural dance. Have you seen the only thing we have in Nigeria, in the Ministry of Culture, is the national troupe? That is people dancing different kind of Nigerian dances from all over. So they call that the national troupe, and that is the Nigerian culture we are exhibiting. You guys are sick. The Nigerian culture is our religion, our economy, our kingdoms, our kingship, the way we worship. It was never the dance. And that was what we got wrong with First Act 77. And we need to correct it. And I know if I don't, the next generation will. Because God speaks to people. The change will come. Africa will not remain blind. You see, because now the kids are learning, they are growing. Yeah, you taught them the Christianity. They're going to question Christianity because they can see that you are not even a Christian. I can see that you are not even a Muslim. And don't get it wrong. The first people that came to Africa to carry us as slaves were the Arabs. They were Muslims. They took us as slaves. Where does the Quran ask you to take slaves? Where did the Quran, the God that created me and you, created me to be your slave, and he created you to be the slave master, Shege? So where am I from? Where is my culture? My people, Nigerians, where is the black man culture that you celebrated in First Act 77? Why did we celebrate First Act 77? What were we trying to say to the rest of the world? What was missing in us and what is still missing in us now that we need to realize? That is why I brought this show today. I'm not here to educate you. I'm not here to preach a religion to you, but I'm here to ask you if you know what you're doing. I know these pastors now, I'm happy they're attacking themselves. Until Damina came out to talk about offering. In fact, they were raping us with tithe and offering. With tithe and offering. Have you seen how your pastors are living? They're living like gods. I don't know whether you see of a God that is bigger than Adeboye. Is there any other God that is bigger than Oyedipo, than Pastor KRIS? Show me. How? Define a God. Pastor KRIS will throw hand and people will fall on the other side of the river. Is it not? I've seen it. You guys are jokers. These are God. Even Jesus Christ didn't perform those kind of miracles. Are you magicians or you are a miracle of God? Listen, God will ask us. Now we saw some drama as they begin to unfold every day. As Parana will bring us on one or two good news. I don't have the strength to do that kind of investigative journalism now. So I'm giving credit to these young men who are doing the good work. You see the like of them, a very dark man, always talking about that pastor in worry, because that one that gives you water that will buy one thing, use it to bath, and you're going to get to heaven. He went to, I don't know whether you are going to heaven this time again, sir, to talk to God. Speak, your servant is listening. In a plane, you are paranoid. And with Nigerians, we allow this rubbish in our face. And we call them Christianity, right? If I talk, I'm not going to see anything, but I'm not see anything wrong in that one. The African religion is barbaric. But that idiot that went on a plane and is talking to God, you cannot arrest him. That's why they can steal the money after taking the oath of office with the Quran and the Bible. If we want to be free, we know what to do. God is not going to come down to free us. God has given us the ability to free ourselves. It's up to you if you want to be free. Now, religion is a complicated issue, so I don't know much about it. I'm going to claim to be knowledgeable about religion, so I'm not going to go deeper in religion than as I have done today, because I don't know. But those people telling me that Jesus Christ, that they died so that our sins will be forgiven. No, we killed him. Maybe we use him as a sacrifice for the forgiveness of our sins. If not, he didn't willfully die. No, Jesus Christ did not come to die. Do not say that rubbish. He didn't come to die. In fact, he was angry with the man that betrayed him. He said, woe unto you, Judah. Why did we betray Jesus? Why did we kill him? Do you ask yourself? Sometimes the religion throws things at you. Like the last show I did, I said, the same Bible tells us that I should be loyal to my master, to my slave master. I say, slave, be obedient to your master. Slaves, the Bible. And at that time, I know that James write that Bible. He was a slave master. The James that wrote the Bible, he was a slave master. That is the version they gave to us. If not, the original Bible will not have slaves. Be obedient to your master. It's not there anywhere for the world. It's not in the original Bible. Maybe it's in the one you are reading now. Ask yourself, which God say you be slave? Consider the other one at this. Which father will born two children? Which father will have two children? We say one, you are a slave. The other one, you are a slave master. Which father? Who is God to you? Who taught you all this? I'm not going to be able to change you. And neither am I here to change you. But I'm here to advise that the days when you were told so many things are over. You can do things your own now. Africa can be free. The thing that brought this topic today makes me go everywhere, and I don't want to show any other images, is that our politicians, they take in oath of office with the Bible and the Quran, and they end up looting the treasury. Maybe we should let them take oath with Ayelala or with Ogun, with African traditional juju, when we go kill them today, and see whether they can continue to steal. And if they steal, they will die. Then the question is, if this juju is of this African religion you call barbaric, if they are that effective, why are we abandoning them? Do you want to live in a lie or want to live in a real world? That is where I'm going to end my show. I'm going to keep quiet because I'm offended very many people today, even down to offending the establishment of the church. Who is this that the KRIS? You know the fear, but that's my job. Thank you very much for joining me. We will do this again. You meet me on my Urubu show where I'll be talking about more about the economy. But yeah, I think Nigeria needs a fundamental issue. I wanted to talk about insecurity, but then this one led me this way. Say that the KRIS, ask them, those people in the House of Assembly and in the House of Senate, and the governors, the presidency, they are either Muslims or Christians. This is the truth. Even down to our kings now. And they come for now. Even our kings are now Christians and Muslims. Okay. Yes. Do you hear me right? Even I saw the Olo for the young one. He said, to God, to Jesus. All this and this. We will not get culture. Now question I ask. That is why I end the show. My name is KRIS. We'll do this again and again. You guys are going to be offended. That's why I am here to make you angry. Bye for now.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for business travelers, family vacations, romantic getaways, special events, and more. Book your stay today and experience Lagos like never before. Call +234 8143 582856 or +447 4388 93190 or email us at realestate@superiorradiotelevision.com. SRTV Shortlet Apartment, where comfort meets luxury.
That is either we reform the judiciary, which is allow INEC to be under the judiciary, or we need a ward police to police us.
Okay. KRIS
Because the activities of our politicians is becoming unbearable.